Online games are typically something we engage to kill time, to avoid studying, to avoid doing our work, just to procrastinate. But a new movement has taken hold in the online gaming world, which matches our desire to play with our interest in philanthropy. One example is the Half the Sky movement, the game. It launches on Facebook today, and it is an excellent example of what happens when we connect philanthropy to fun.
Cheryl and I were husband and wife, but also, partners in writing. And we really think that the most important issue right now worldwide is empowering women, getting girls educated, bringing them out of the margins into the formal labor force, into the center of society. And this addresses so many issues around the world, from global poverty on. And that's what the Half the Sky book was about. That's what the Half the Sky PBS documentary was about. And now that is what the Half the Sky Facebook game is about.
This is probably the biggest and probably the most ambitious social impact game ever. It's kind of a It's kind of a Farmville for social change on Facebook. So Facebook is really, really key. But this game is first in many ways. So, for instance, yes, there have been some innovative games. There have been Free Rice. There's been Darfur is Dying. But they never had this much engineering, number of beneficiaries, number of foundations, and support from a great organization like Zynga.
Absolutely. Now, I got to admit, there's some people who are skeptical. We have somebody writing in right now, Joanne Kennedy, a resident skeptic, who says, "Oh no, another Facebook game." What do you guys say? I mean, this clearly isn't just another Facebook game in my estimation.
Absolutely.
But tell me why it's not just words with friends or something.
Well, first of all, there's a social impact element to it. So this is not, you just won't be playing just for fun. You actually can have an impact, because here we did is we blended virtual reality with real world action. So in other words, the content of the storyline, which is based on themes from Half the Sky book, is actually, there's a direct connection between these storylines and real-world organizations like the UN Foundation. So, for instance, for every single quest, that Radhika takes in her journey, we have mapped that quest to a cause and to partners.
I want people to actually get a feel for what this game looks like. Can you guys roll this? I want you guys to see exactly what the game looks like in real life. All right, so people, talk me through this. So people will see this. These are the first steps. Tell me what's happening here.
So Radhika is a woman who lives in a fictional village in India, and she's thrown a lot of obstacles her way. And your challenge is to actually help her navigate those obstacles. So for instance, she has to help her daughter who is sick. She has to buy a goat and feed it and then sell it. She has to raise money. And the places she'll go, you got to play to find out.
One of the problems with the book and with the documentary is that they tend to reach people who are already converted. And really the point of the game is to reach skeptics. And we hope that by getting them to play, and so I challenge Joanne to play a little bit, they'll become exposed to, it's a very low barrier way to expose yourself to the issues. And then just by virtue of playing, the gameplay blurs the line between what's happening in the virtual world, what's happening in the real world. So you collect books in the virtual world, and a real book will go in the hands of a real girl somewhere. And how cool is that?
It's such an exciting opportunity because, we talked about the fun of games, we talked about information, but this is a game where you can actually make a change. And there are $500,000 that were given by sponsors that players in this game can actually unlock. So the whole idea that even if you don't spend your own money, you can kind of make a difference, and this money goes to the non-profits. It's a big deal. So you ask, why would you come? Come for the fun, but you actually in 30 minutes can already trigger a book donation or a surgery donation.